That's it.
Episode 170, and I want to start off by saying Bryan told us the great man won competition number 4. Marto's little munchkin, he likes to get over on Punt Kings, doesn't he, Marto, and give you a bit of a heads up, doesn't he? Oh, Bryan.
He gets around a bit, but Bryan did tell us.
Bryan told us, and he said, not
order.
only did I tell you, Taz, but I'll throw it up in order for you. 1, 3, 4, and 9. If you were smart as Bryan and put it on for $1, you would have got back around 1,900 skins. So well done, Bryan.
Don't know how he got Dewar, but well done, Bryan. Well done, mate. You've got to be in to win.
You're a prick, Bryan, by the way, because no one else is winning.
Yeah, he probably is a prick. But what I found, Marto, though, is I went back after the win because I thought, you're right, how did he find Dewar? But if you had a look at his run at the start before, it got up against on the inside on the rail, so it was really working hard. Good luck to him. You know, he found it. And I guess you know what he did, the smart ass? I reckon Bryan actually looks at who's put what, because no one had to ask at all.
No.
Because
I
think, who was it? The Prez? He said, I'll just take, I think he took 1 and 3 and then 2 roughies. And another Muppet. And he thought, right.
So he went the same formula.
I'm going to win.
Yeah, that's right.
It's not a bad.
Well, it worked. It worked.
It's not a bad system. Anyway, it's all about Marto, because Marto last week, he found actually, he used a bit of a Taz pair system, didn't he? Razor.
Yes, he did. Yes.
Picking the Group 1 winner from New Zealand that comes over to steal a bit of the Australian dollar. Well done, Marto. Well found. Prowess was prowess.
Thank you very much. Yes, I think she's probable 2.0. Could be just as good.
She's injury prone. No, she's had a few injuries, so if they're right.
Yeah, she is. Right. But so was probable. When she turned up, she really turned up, didn't she? We took on 2 hop hops and we got the win.
Well done.
So I'm happy about that.
Well done, Marto. No, well done. It was a good little prize too. It was surprising. You could get around 5 skins actually.
Well, the other 2 were in the market at 290 and 280. So you
not too many last start Group 1 winners you could get around 5 skins. You know.
No, underrated, but we found it.
Yep. Winter rain. Found it. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Embarrassed that I tipped it, thinking that we're going to get money early on. Tap in for par, Tassie.
Tap in for par was like me at the 19th hole.
Oh, he's on the fingers.
And basically, look, it wasn't a bad run, honestly, but it is very, very costly to fire. So I ran 3rd. It wasn't a bad run, but as I said, it was like going around, having a nice round of 18, you know, for someone like us, probably around the mid-90s, and then getting into the 19th hole. So didn't win.
Talking about someone who's costing us a bit of money, the Phantom. Anyway.
Oh, dear.
Yes.
Unbelievable. He's close, but he's just no cigars.
Well, he wasn't close last week. He only got 2 out of 4. He's been getting 3 from 4.
Hopeless.
He's get out of form last week.
Now, prowess, we all celebrate Marto. How good is Marto? Marto. And we talk about Bryan Sumner, 1, 3, 4, and 9. Bryan told you. Also, well thanks about the money for last week. Well done, Bryan. Anyway.
Do you reckon can you get him on the show?
Oh, mate, I've asked him. But Bryan gives me like a 5-minute window to call. And then, seriously, I wouldn't be on any longer than 5 minutes. So
interesting.
He's an interesting cat. Anyway, I just wanted to celebrate the fact that my brother was listening to us last week, and he loved the debate about the Cox Plate, Tassie. He loved it. He loved how we attacked Marto's tip. Fangirl. And he loved how when he watched the race, he had no idea about it. But then he was like, Taz and Pizza were right.
Now, so the thing I like about is it Simon? That's his name.
Simon, yeah, Simon.
Yeah,
Simon
so
says.
Two things I take out of this. Simon loves a big mass debate because that's what
he does.
Right? And second to that, Simon says Pezza and Taz is right, and kudos to that too.
Yeah, he was excited because he doesn't know anything about racing. And then he was listening to me, and he said, "You attacked Chris. You attacked Marto. Attacked." And I'm like, no, it was just a healthy mass debate.
Just a friendly conversation.
And then he said, "Oh, Marto thinks he knows everything." And I'm like, he does know everything worldwide. And then
and worldwide.
And then there's a beautiful girl. And then Marto, unfortunately, Fangirl didn't get the ride. And
no, she they tried to bring her through the middle.
But she was very stiff.
She was. They tried to run her up through the middle and weave and duck around horses, and I don't think she could have gone outside anyway because they boxed her in. There was only one way to go, and unfortunately, a lot of bad luck, like you said. She wasn't disgraced. She did run on.
They weren't going to let Zach get out, mate.
No, the hot jockey from Hong Kong, but I don't think his ride was disgraced. Like I said, she found a lot of bad luck. She finished 5th or 6th. It wasn't too bad, I guess.
Yeah, 5th, just nosed out.
Yeah.
Yes. No, it wasn't a bad run. And, Bryan thought it was a good run. Pezza and Taz thought it was a great run. But unfortunately for all those people that got on her, it was one of those gunner runs, you know what I mean? Because now you get sucked in, don't you? You see him run again next start, you're probably on.
Alligator blood, I thought I won. I was jumping around like a fucking moron. Because in the shadows, it looked like we got our head down. In the shadows. Jesus.
What did you think about the race overall? Like
awesome.
In 10 years' time, when we look back on this race, what do you reckon?
It's going to be celebrated. But your funny thing, you watch those stupid shows on Sunday mornings and they reckon, it was all right, but it wasn't the best, and it was just outside the track record by winks, and it was 5 lengths better than standard, but not usually it's ran high. I was like, did you see the race?
It's a fair crack of a race, wasn't it? J-Max had to throw everything at Romantic Warrior to get him across the line over Mr. Price. Did you see the photo?
Did you see him lying down?
Yeah, I know. And Romantic Warrior is in a stride where his head should be up. But J-Max got his head right down into him and pushing him forward, get the nose down. It's just a great ride. And
anyway, we do thank BetGalaxy for being supportive during the Spring Carnival. Very exciting news. We have 2 more comps, Tassie.
Wow.
We're going to comp for Derby Day. We're going to comp for Derby Day, and our final competition of the Spring Carnival will be for the Melbourne Cup. To give you before you go to those comps, just before you do, Mark Noe, wait for the thread. Wait for the thread, Noe.
All right.
He's going off early.
Wait for the thread, mate.
I reckon everyone's waiting for Bryan.
Do you reckon Bryan will get in there first? Do you reckon?
Bryan, Jesus whiz, Hey, sorry, Bryan, I'm just taking the piss, mate. I know you give me a 5-minute window to call you, and there's a lot of pressure on for me in my world to get onto that 5-minute window. But congratulations, mate. We really appreciate the support.
Yeah, no, well done. 2 weeks in a row.
It's all fun and banter here, mate.
Yeah, BetGalaxy, thanks again. If you do want to get a match deposit, they're pretty hard to find at the moment. For example, one of my mates was looking for a match deposit with Tiger O'Reilly, the old Bill O'Reilly, Vic Cleary sports bet in Victoria. They're only giving away a 25% match. So if you want a little bit better, jot down your details and send them to me on our Book of Face webpage. The description's down below.
Good on your
BetGalaxy. Video too. The Derby, here it is. A lot of people, Marto, think that it shouldn't be ran over the 2,500 metres. It's too much pressure for a 3-year-old. It's too much work. But I don't know, Tassie, I love the Derby over the 25 because you either run it or you don't.
And look, I know one thing about the Derby this year, and that is I might not have the winner of the Derby because I reckon it's a really hard race, but I will be at the Derby. So that is a positive in itself. So that's why I'm just having a little taster because in the next week, I could be all over the joint. Derby.
Mate, you need to put in a pre-season.
Mate, I'm putting in one right now.
Because you're going to Derby Day, Cup Day, Oaks, and Stakes.
Yep. And Stakes, yes.
He's a stayer. Yeah. He's a true stayer, our Taz.
He's a staying event.
I'll tell you what. Don't know how I'm going to go in between when I have to go to work.
I reckon you'll need a new belt
Wednesday and Friday.
Because the belt's going to need a couple of new notches and the wallet's going to
I don't know how the wallet's going to go. I'm a bit scared.
He's going to need a man purse to carry all the cash around.
Yeah, he needs a fanny bag. He needs a fanny pack.
Yeah.
Pezza likes a Pulio. I don't mind the what is it called? The vase. Is that what it's called? The vase. The Cox Plate Ren vase or whatever it is. I usually take a bit of form out of that. A Pulio looked really well. Got run of the race, a lot of speed on, and got the right. They sort of parted for it. It ran through. So I don't mind Aprilia, and I think Marto's following me with Verdad. Verdad was second to Aprilia.
Yeah, following the same form line, absolutely. Apulia was a little bit quick over the 2000 last start. The extra distance might even them out a little bit.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I'm taking on the Hot Pops again.
Yeah, I'm taking on the Hot Pot as well. Taz
So am I.
taking on everybody.
I'm taking on the Hot Pot as well. Now, Apulia was also a fister when it went like a busted arsehole, and since then, it's found the right races, which is okay. But I'm going with Gold Bullion, and I think Gold Bullion's got a little bit of different form. Admittedly, at 2000 at Caulfield, it failed, but I think Flemington, big track, second up at 2000, bit of a knockout chance. So it's by Satterbill, so I can see it getting a distance, and I'm throwing it in.
Well, Gay
one at 1800 at the track.
Fly sort of wing,
Bingo.
He showed us how to win last week, didn't he?
I love Oppie. Love him.
Taz,
love him.
Did you mean 2500?
No, it won at 2000.
The last race. Oh, you won. Okay, yeah, sorry.
It won at 2000.
Yes.
Actually, it won at 1800. It failed at 2000, but I think there were excuses at Caulfield, and I think it's going to be suited at 25.
2500 looks good for it. I agree.
Yeah.
All right.
I've got him in my top 4, to be honest. So
yeah,
love it.
I'm going to have Benny 2 bets. I'm going to back the toppy with my big bet, and I'm going to have a crack at Gates just because I thought it was working home the best. Looks like it was going to get 2,500 odds here. And you never know the Pete Moody stable. And, of course, Jamie Nair's not on, so I'm pretty keen on the Gates as well.
Right.
Could this be a roughy race as well?
I think it could be. I don't think Apulia, Verdad, Riff Rock, I don't think they're as good as what's been before. And remember, Johnny got angry right this race 3 years ago, so come on.
Yeah, that's right.
Johnny get angry.
We tipped it, mate, old time. Oh, don't mention the war. Marto, race 4, number 10, Ballroom Bella. I love a Bella horse, and so does Taz.
Ballroom Bella. Yes, again, we're taking on a hot favourite. Fire Lane probably would have been favourite here, which beat her at last start right on the line. But Fire Lane has been scratched. We're taking on the other hot favourite, Shuey, in the Hawks horse. Shohei, okay. Well, let's just call it Shuey because it sounds more Australian.
Yeah, we like Shuey.
Ballroom Bella, she runs really well over 1,000 to 1,100 up front. But like I said, she was beaten late right on the line by Fire Lane last start, who was coming back 2 grades. So that's actually pretty good form for this race. I hope that from barrier 8, JVO's daughter takes a sit behind Shuhei and Leandra, who will probably lead. And pop out late and nab the win on the line. The 1,200 looks pretty good to me. JVO's got a good affiliation with her, 2 wins and a second from 3 rides. So let's go Ballroom Bella.
Shohei's named after Shohei Ohtani, best baseballer in the world. Going to win the MVP this year.
This horse is a black booker of mine, Marto. I don't know if you know that or not.
You found a black booker.
I've been dipping in Saz's black book.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you've been going in, but this was also on the page. I think it was on the 11th of October, to be exact. And since then, I've been following it. I actually considered it as a bit of a fister. I didn't, only because I'm a bit scared in the class it's at. But
she does have to step up at 53 and a half. Jeez.
No, and you know what? It's going to get out in front, as you said. So it's going to be a matter of catch me if you can. So, yeah, well done. Why not?
Well, I don't think she does. Farm. I hope she gets a sit.
I have gone up to Eagle Farm. I have, and I found a Kiwi horse. Kiwi horse.
Marto system.
By a champion sire. Now, I don't know if you remember this horse. How do we pronounce it? Proisseur?
Oh.
It won the Group 3 Spring Stakes. It actually ran second in the Spring Champion Stakes. It ran 8th in a Cox Plate and second in a Randwick Guineas. This horse has come over from New Zealand to win some bigger and better type races. I think the wide draw is not a problem because there's been a few scratchings. There was 21 in it, so it'll probably just sit midfield. Benny Thompson takes the ride second up, sticks to 13. This horse is going to excel over a mile. I'm ready to go. I'm going to please a few people here. I'm going to please the Kiwis because they're going to see one of theirs over here winning. I'm going to please Barney and his dad because they love a Z horse.
They love a Z
horse. And I'm going to please all the Polty followers who follow me in on race 6, number 9, Zahir, the win.
Good to see Benny Thompson got a ride in the Melbourne Cup. The first time I think his first ride in the Melbourne Cup in 10 years. So
True marble.
Benny Thompson's going at the moment. He's actually been flown in to ride a Melbourne Cup runner. I'm not sure about the horse. I didn't check.
I think, is it True Marble?
Yeah, I'm not sure, mate.
It might not even get a run.
But yeah, good on him.
Still got
Good
to
on
get
Benny.
in. It needs a couple to come out.
Why not?
Okay. Oh, sorry, mate. There's been a lot of scratches in this race already. We should have mentioned that.
Yeah, no, there has. There was 21 in it, but look, it any rain is not going to go against it either. But I think we're primed. I think we're ready to go. I think I found one.
Doesn't have to beat
5-4. 5-4. I just don't want it to be 3.
I don't.
Go a couple better. Yeah, good luck. No, Ben Thompson, best jockey in Queensland at the moment, so he'll give a good steer, won't he?
Okay, come on, Venom. We need Venom because the Phantom needs as much help as we can get. And the Phantom that goes to walks, he beats to the sound of his own drum. We know that. He loves to beat a drum. But the Phantom doesn't give a shit. He's going a little bit wider this week because he wants to win. He's getting sick of Taz and Marto just taking the piss out of him.
Pezza, with the Phantom, he gets the Spring Carnival and then he gets the arse if he's going like this, doesn't he?
Well, the way he's going, he might be here forever.
He keeps getting close without hitting, but
he comes at a good price. The Phantom doesn't cost me anything.
And does he get him in early?
Yeah, he does get him in early too. He gets him in early too. Yeah, anyway, 1, 2, 5, and 6. He's gone Stepardi, dropping back to 1,200 from the 16 from the Caulfield Guineas. Stepardi, probably the best horse in the race on form. And if it lives up to its early form, it's going to brain this lot. And I say that with a wink and a twinkle in the eye, Marto, because no one can get close to this horse over the 1,200.
True. But is this the case of one too many for Stepardi?
That's right. And this is a case of one too many for a lot of these running around now. Very interesting. Shinzo coming down from Sydney.
Shinzo. First run, pulls up lame. Second run, runs nothing but bad luck in the Everest. Comes down to Flemington, 1,200 metres, big open track. J-Mac on. I think this one is well over the odds.
I think this price is very juicy. I'm going to have a crack at Shinzo. Don't you worry about that.
I think a few of us are going to have a crack at Shinzo, but there's one particular bloke out of the three of us who's probably going to look at putting Shinzo with V8.
Oh, the V8.
I think I'm super keen on the V8 because I think that every run that it's had this prep has had merit. And
first up over the 1,200, it was amazing.
That's what I mean. So I mean Shinzo, whatever you want to pronounce it, how you want to say it. Yes, for me, but V8 in my exotics. So the Venom goes with the big V8. Brum, brum.
Well, I don't the exotics. That's not going to spoil the quaddy, is it? Because you're filling up your trifectas and first fours there.
King's Gambit. That's it. King's Gambit running out of its brain at the moment too. Don't worry about that. Stepardi, does it find its form from 2 starts ago? Of course, Cylinder racing really well wherever.
Wasn't she like one of yours, Pezza?
Yes, but I don't know about the drop back to 1,200. I think.
I was just going to mention that.
The Blue Battler. They're struggling.
Cylinder just does cylinder things.
Yeah,
he keeps getting bad luck, doesn't he?
Cylinder is one of those horses that just finds a bit of bad luck and looks a million.
He does.
And...
There's a bit of an omen there, isn't it? Cylinder and V8.
Oh.
The Phantom's got 1, 2, 4, 7, and then Derby in the Derby. Actually, that's wrong.
Jeez, he's gone short for a Derby.
No.
What's wrong with it? It's good. I like it.
No, it's wrong. It should be the 8.
What? The Phantom hasn't put my
roughie in. To you.
My tip. What? He's an idiot.
No.
He's gone with Pezza and added Gates.
Who's the 8?
Gates.
Oh, you can shut the gate with that one. Phantom. Good no idea, mate.
I thought we changed all that. No, that looks good. Sorry, boys.
It doesn't look good to me.
1, 2, 4, and 8. He's gone the market, though. Gates is the knockout chance because it looks like it really wants the 2,500. Break the clock last start, but it was just a little bit too far back. Me and Marto, we've already said about the 1 and the 2. We've taken the same form out of the same race. And, of course, you're going to throw in the Riff Rocket. the $2.20 pop, the Phantom.
Wasn't a bad race. Look, there's two roughies there that could surprise. Kenny Keys with his Bulawayo, whatever it's called. It's really worked home well the last two starts, and it's probably one that's going to be able to see out the 2,500. But
Phantom's gone 1,
I
2,
can't
and
believe
4, and 14. He's gone one of Marto's favourite horses in a tissue.
Well,
Marto
give him a
loves
tissue.
a tissue. He's tipped it about 32 times.
Well, yeah, but I learned to stay off her when it's a dry track, though.
Right.
how do you find a
track.
tissue?
I don't know, but it's favourite at $6.
He's got
What's
1 and
going
2, alcohol-free, Princess Grace. He's gone a tish. And, of course, the 14 down the bottom, Wish Your Last, Simon Wild, absolutely running out of its skin.
I'll tell you,
To be honest.
Look, I'll be honest with you, Pezza.
Oh.
If the Phantom gets this quaddie, I will. I don't know what. I'll scull a beer on the show next week.
All right.
I'll just scull
shotgun.
one. Yeah, I can't shotgun it because I'll make a mess. But seriously, looking at those numbers, I can't see it happening. But good luck to the Phantom.
And the Phantom's
Gonna need some
gone
luck.
1, 4, 5, 8 and 12 in the last. He needs a bit of a knockout chance. Me and Marto coming up. It's a knockout. We're going to give you the winner of this race at around 20 skins and 40s. So pretty
1, 4,
exciting.
5.
Depends.
What else has he got?
You got Marto's Muhumac.
Hanging up.
Oh my goodness!
Sorry,
It needs a few runs beforehand. This
But
is
again,
a
the
very,
blue
very interesting Phantom.
No, he thinks Ayrton's.
Well, that's the way the Phantom goes.
1, 4, 5, 8, and 12. Colino. So he's got the nice colours. I like the purple, but
Thoroughbreds.
gee whiz. What about Jamie Nah? Jamie Carr.
Jamie Nah. If she came to Japan, she wouldn't even ride me. That's how bad Jamie Nah's going. Jesus.
You know what she'd say though, Pezza?
What's that, mate?
She'd say to you, she'd say, Christian, can you not eat too much today, please, when you're out for dinner? And you'd say, why? And she'd say, because Christian, I don't like sleeping on a full stomach.
No, Marto threw up a bit of interesting facts about Jamie Nah last week, how bad she's going. And Taz was straight to her defence, saying that she's not getting the ride she once was. But I tell you what, midweek, Marto, she's still on every bloody second favourite or favourite. I don't know what Taz is going on about.
Well, not a lot of favourites, but like I said, second and third favourite, she is getting fair rides. It's just, I don't know. I think it's a courage thing with her.
She's not getting the rides, though. On the Saturday, she's riding this week.
On the Saturdays, no.
A few loose units this week.
If you got a good horse, you want the best jockeys on, and she's out of form. So how can you put her on?
I think you guys are harsh. That's all I'm going to say. I can see her having a good. You know what? At the end of next week, when I'm saying how good was Jamie going, what are you guys going to say?
I tell you what, I think she got a ride on More Further. What was it called?
More Felons. It's a changed name. More Felons. Used to be known as Script Rider.
Yeah. So she got the ride.
Good run at Geelong.
Great run at Geelong, but unfortunately, Jamie doesn't ride horses from the back at all. So she likes to get them in front with about 400 going. Hopefully, they hang on. So anyway,
that'll be interesting.
Like arseholes, Taz, everyone's got one. An opinion.
That's right. Or no, I like to think of them as noses, and just some people have got bigger ones than others.
Well, there's an interesting fact. When you're a fetus in the womb, everybody starts out as an asshole. Just some people don't grow out of it.
There we go. Well, a couple of zingers.
Well, I was trapped in a female's body for about 9 months.
Oh, shit.
Then I was born.
Oh.
Yeah, still a man.
Any better. Anyway, Pez's found one. Flemington. Race
Chain of Lightning.
2. For all you Ladbroke subscribers, get on. Double your winnings. Bang. 8 skins. Billy Egan for Peter Moody. Gee, funny Jamie Nah's not on a Peter Moody horse. Wow, Taz. Wonder why.
Probably can't make the weight. Probably got no chance. Probably found a bit of ride in the race.
58 kilos.
Yeah. Jamie Nah, she's on the Blue Battler on Spacewalk at 5 skins, but you know. This is a really open race, Marto. Race 4, number 2, Chain of Lightning. Chain of Lightning ran second to, is it Asphora? And
Asphora.
James ran third. Yep. You know, they're a class above this lot. And I tell you what, Chain of Lightning, over the 1100, it was going to beat in another bound. It was probably going to get Uncommon James. If Uncommon James was in this race, it'd be about $1.10. So going off that form and like the genius that I am, if Uncommon James was going to be $1.10 and Chain of Lightning was going to beat it, and this is over 1,200, with another 100, Chain of Lightning probably would have won the race against Ashfura, because Ashfura was tiptoeing at the end. But Uncommon James and Ashfura were well in front. But anyway, I'm going the grey horse. Chain of Lightning, 8 skins.
Absolutely.
Get on.
Christian, do you know where this horse started its racing career?
No.
I think it started its racing career in South Australia. A little bit like that Extremely Lucky.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that horse?
Yes.
So, like, as much as I like Chain of Lightning and I love a grey horse, gee whiz, knocking Jamie Carr just makes me want you to not win in a way. Do you know what I mean? I want us to win. But when you keep criticising Jamie, it makes me feel like I need to support her. I need to get behind her. Geez, I would love to. Look, it's a good horse. This horse has shown a lot of ability and a lot of potential earlier on, so it'll just be interesting second up. How
I think it's tough. It's honest. As I said, it doesn't have to beat much. That same Majik, she just breaks your heart every time she runs around. The gyms,
that's one of yours.
They're all been. It's a bit of a
gyms are hard, out of class.
They're all been racing against each other.
It's our time. It's won once in 3 years. Won't win again.
Garza's come back from Sydney, so it'll be interesting to see what it does. The Garza down at bottom, Garza Blanca, it's come back from Sydney.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting, and it's also got Spencer's actually got a couple of good rides.
Yeah.
He's got about 4 or 5 rides. I was really surprised.
Jamie's out for the Cup.
Surprised to see Rachel King down for the day too. I wonder what she's up to. She must have a better ride somewhere. But she's riding the top of there. But I reckon Chain of Lightning, it's going to be 2 pairs back, Marto. Barrier 5.
Yes.
It's going to be there at the end.
Perfect set.
If someone's there to beat it, it's going to be beaten. But I tell you what,
it's pretty tough though as well. Stage. Yeah, she and it's a tough horse. Like, I don't think Chain of Lightning's run plenty of bad races. I can tell you that. I don't think it's run many bad races at all. So good luck. Nice find.
$5 at 468 gets you back around $200. It's a knockout. This is
That's the name of the game.
Yes, indeed.
Very interesting this week. It's a knockout. Marto, MR, race number 9. Please remember that, Taz. MR, race number 9. Marto, number 7, corner pocket. Take it away.
Race 9, yes. The Damien Oliver, corner pocket. How are we getting $23 for this thing? I mean, it hasn't run a bad race. I mean, they had excuses last start, but Jesus Christ, that was running behind the likes of Attrition and Antino. Back to Flemington, where it actually loves the track. Yep. You get who we got on Declan Bates? Yeah, Declan Bates. He's ridden 9 wins from 13 rides.
Master Bates.
And corner pocket, I mean, I know he's getting old now, but he's won twice from 3 at this tracker trip. So from gate 13 is probably a little bit while we're getting the price. Yep. And Tamerlane in the race as well. But a little bit of good luck and away we go. $23 in the pocket.
The Phantom wouldn't listen.
No, he's left it out. I think this one is a chance, but of course needs luck.
Derby Day, we can find value in every race. MR race number 5. Number 12, the Bond Mistress, the Mistress for Tassie.
Yeah. Oh, everyone loves to have a mistress.
Oof.
And Kenny Keys has got one here that's, I think, probably heading towards the Oaks.
Oh.
This horse, it's a Bonhoeffer horse, bred to stay all day. Blakey McDougall, he's been actually riding quite well.
Oh.
Yes.
And I think that at the price, this is ready to go. The big track at Flemington's going to suit. She's going to get out the back and you're going to see her best work towards the end, meaning that she will come into Oaks calculations.
We already know the winner of the Oaks. That's Basilina, my It's a Knockout kit from 2 weeks ago at $7.50 the place.
But Bryan will say, remember the one he tipped? He had, what was it?
I don't know.
No, I'm trying to think it. Viv something or whatever it was. It's come in as well.
All right.
Viv City, Viv's girl, okay. Viv something. But anyway, enough of Bryan. Prick. Sorry, Bryan. I said Big Dick.
Big Dick. Melbourne race 9, number 2.
This thing's still going
head
around.
He's taken on Marto.
Head to head.
Mate versus mate,
There we
state
go.
versus state. This is an Australian-Japan war.
What
Here
a
it is,
quinella that would
Melbourne
be.
race number 9, number 2, King Magnus. Unfortunately, Marto, I had actually found King Magnus before you let me know about Quarter Pocket. I'm like, bugger
That's
it.
all right, mate.
Let's
Get
go.
on the quinella. Look at that. 41 and 23. How big's that quinella going to be?
Well,
Have we
Marto, we
ever
know
fa-
King Magnus never runs a bad race for us here at Pulte. It's actually cost us about 14 trophies.
That's what I was going to say.
Yes.
Actually, won us at Quaddy too. The great
Has
girl
done.
up north.
How many in that race, boys?
Heaps.
It's a big
So
field.
it's two less
there's
now.
Yep.
18 in the field.
Anyway, King Magnus, Flemington, loves the track, loves the distance. And I think it, like Marto said, it's one track and distance, 2 out of 3 times.
Yeah.
Never runs a bad race. You're getting a massive price at 41 skins. It's going to be running home. So let's just hope bust the
Informed jockey too, huh? Informed jockey.
Yeah.
T. Stockdale, not claiming.
Can't believe
Wow.
the price, Marto. 41 skins of King Magnus. Fucking hell. But again, Group 2, Marto, Group 2.
They're all going to be trying though, aren't they?
Not out of class, but geez. Anyway, we'll see what
They're all
happens.
going to be trying.
There.
And the Phantom's missed both of us.
The field.
The Phantom has missed both of us.
Yeah, missed both. So the
You
Phantom
missed me as well. What are you talking about?
All 3 of us. There you go.
The Phantom doesn't care. I just want to say the tipping comp, very interesting this week. It's going to be the Derby Day Brownlow Medal. So we're going to go to the Group 2, Group 1 races. So from race 5, Group 2, 6, 7, 8, Group 1, race number 9, Group 2. All you have to do is select your winner of each race. It'll be judged on a 3-2-1 basis. So Tassie, if you win, you get 3 votes. If you come second, you get 2. And if you come third, you get 1. The person with the most votes wins. If there's somebody that's going to be, if it's equal amount of votes, of course, we're going to spin the wheel and get 1 winner. 1 winner. Conditions will apply. But again, Noe, wait for the thread.
Yeah.
Wait for it.
He's already waiting now.
Noe.
Just Pezza, it's not going to be on a count back. So like if I've got 3 winners,
no count
so
back.
So it won't be the old Brownlow style. Who's got the more threads?
It won't be the old, no. It's just if you're on the equal amount of votes, there's 3, 4, 5 people in the same amount of votes. We spin the wheel, destiny decides. So that'll just make it a bit easier for everyone to stomach, I think.
Beautiful. Great competition. Thanks to
if Bryan
BetGalaxy.
wins this week, I'm not sure what we do.
He can't, can he?
He can't win 3
He
weeks.
can't, can he?
Surely.
But he is going for the hat trick.
No, he can't win.
Let's go. Anyway, enough about Bryan, and well done to BetGalaxy in the competition.
Thanks.
Let's not forget Sydney this week. We've got the Giga Kick Stakes, $3 million into the Golden Eagle, $10 million.
$10 million for a really shit race.
Osapenko back in Sydney over 1,500 metres. Let's go, Osapenko.
Mate, seriously, this is like
we ran out of money.
Compared to the Everest, this is like a BM64 at fucking Warwick. Like
it is the reserves, isn't it?
For $10 million.
I wouldn't even say that. I would have said it's bloody. I would have said it's like a top weight, one of those heavyweight races. Okay, at Druin. Okay, on Boxing Day at the picnics. That's what I would have said.
Well done, Marto. Keep pumping the Sydney form. Hopefully, someone.
And then we've run out of money because we've only got $750,000 for the Rosehill Gold Cup in race 9.
Oh well, hopefully somebody from Sydney is watching the show, and don't worry, we can get behind the Sydney Carnival as good as anyone. I just want to say there will be a comp for the Melbourne Cup Day. Pretty simple as well. The Melbourne Cup Day will be pick the Melbourne Cup winner. Whoever is the Melbourne Cup winner, if there's 6 people pick the same horse, again, we're going to spin the wheel to get you 100 for Derby Day.
And are we going to do a Melbourne
lottery?
Cup? Are we going to do a Melbourne Cup race only special?
And the exciting news is hopefully Sunday night, pretty late, boys, I think. Or it'll be either Monday. But anyway, Sunday we're going to try to do our Melbourne Cup special where we put a line through horses, or we sort of tend to agree to disagree who's going to win, which we did last year.
Right.
Remember 2 years ago, who was the winner like 2 years ago? Wasn't it that Kiwi horse who's really good?
I'll tell you what, last year was pretty good. I think that's all we have to say. Gold Trip, High Emotion. How good was that?
Mystery, Gold Trip, fucking bang.
Absolutely, plenty of money. We put a lot of money into people's pockets, but more of it went into yours and mine.
2 years ago, the mare. She went to France. Miss Elegant, very elegant.
Very, very
Oh,
elegant.
very elegant.
Very elegant.
Remember, Marto
yes,
put
because
a-
we said it couldn't win.
Remember, we put a
Yeah, I
line
did.
through it, and then Marto tips it on the Tuesday.
Yeah, and I got
Oh,
the
wow.
I got it in the try,
Yeah,
Well
sorry,
done.
that was
and I was and I was called that I was treason.
Judas.
I was treasonous. Yeah,
Judas.
Judas. That's right.
So yeah,
Doesn't
very
matter.
exciting. We will have a comp. No, we wait for the thread, and probably, hopefully, Sunday night we'll have something up to put a line through for the Melbourne Cup. Thanks, boys.
And-
Love your work.
Good on you.
Good luck, Tassie.
Sharing is caring. If you've got a tip, throw it up. Even
Throw
if
it
it's a cheat
Absolutely.
receipt, or even if it's a dish liquor, throw them up. People
Throw 'em
can
up.
make their
Yeah,
own
have a crack.
judgment.
Throw them up. Be like Lukey
Free
Mullen.
information here.
He throws them up.
That's it. I tell you what, he throws them out too, doesn't he?
All right, see you, boys.
All good, mate. Lovely.
Well
Thanks,
done,
fellas.
boys.
Hooray, hooray.
Take
Good
care.
day.
Bye, everyone.